going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Collector's Digest. Today I have the MMS155 Batman Begins Hot Toy for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a restoration. Now, I pre-ordered the 1/4 scale because I did not plan on picking this figure up at the prices I saw him for on eBay. Then I came across this figure. The crotch piece needs to be glued, as you can see from right there. It's dusty, it's dirty. The seller did not keep it in good condition at all. Matter of fact, it was in the description. I believe one of the ankles is shattered, and he doesn't come with the Bruce Wayne head sculpt or another battering. It only has one battering, so it's missing a couple accessories. However, I have the head sculpt from the DX12 that I'm not using. So I guess if I wanted to put him in the first night out outfit, I could, but he never will be. He'll be dressed as Batman, at least in my DTOF. So, without further ado, guys, I'm going to glue this crotch piece. We're going to wipe this figure down. I'm going to take you through all the steps. I'm also going to be making a custom cape for this guy because, frankly, the one that Hot Toys gave us for this figure is hideous, in my opinion. Some of you may like it, and that's fine. Without further ado, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment. Let's get started.
Okay, so I have him stripped apart. I'll move this down. Everything that I'm going to use, I will try to record as much as I can, but to wipe down the head, alcohol wipes, I'll show that. You want to let these dry out and then apply it kind of to the eyes, just to get the dirt and the grime out, and that will not wipe the paint away. For the crotch piece, to glue that back into place, I have some E6000. Have your handy dandy lint roller to go over the suit, and then to actually restore the suit and make it look brand new, we're going to use 303 protectant interior and exterior wipes. These are great for rubber. I put them on my DX12. It made it look brand new. So that's the stuff that we will be using, and I will try to record as much of it as I possibly can.
Hours later.
So the head's done. That light glaring on it kind of makes it look way too shiny, but I mean the head is completely touched up. These 303 wipes, they do a good job. It looks wet, but I promise you it's not. I cleaned inside those eye sockets with an alcohol wipe, cleaned it up a little bit, and then you just go over the whole thing with one of these 303 wipes. I'm gonna put this down here. I also did the whole suit, as you can probably tell. Did the gauntlets, so the gauntlets cleaned up real nice. They're still drying, so it's a little spotty. You know, it's a used figure, so it's not gonna be completely pristine, but the shape that it was in, it's gonna look a hell of a lot better. And then the boots actually look brand new. Clean those up. So everything so far is cleaned up real nice, as well as the suit. Let's see if I can adjust this. I'm waiting for it to dry a little bit, but as you can see, you know, there's no dust on it now. It's completely black, shiny. It's still drying. I have to glue this crotch piece. Again, I'm going to use the E6000. Probably glue it, let it sit for the night, come back to it and start putting it together. I also have the cape. The The cape was disgusting. I went over the whole thing with this lint roller here, but I'm actually going to make a custom cape. And I also have a wired cape coming from Jackson XU. So this is now being glued. I got this part glued right here. I'm trying to keep that flap right there down. As you can see, I kind of made a mess, but you'll never really see that when the belt's on, the cape and everything, so I'm not worried about it. But other than that, we're coming along. I kind of have my finger on Batman's privates.
Gay!
But this is where we're at right now. Again, we use the E6000. Stuff dries as soon as it comes out of the tube. It starts drying, so it's very, very tough to just apply it, especially to a suit like this. But I think we're making progress. Got the belt on him, the belt and the grapnel gun, which compared to the DX12, this grapnel gun, let me move this so stuff's not, compared to the DX12, this grapnel gun is ass. I still have my other belt from the DX12 that I'm not using, the plain Jane, just like this one without all the accessories. I just like that look better for this suit. Here's the other belt right here. I like this belt better, but I don't like how dark it is, so I may swap that out for the lighter color one. I know it's not completely movie accurate, but I would like that. So it's come along good. Everything is glued up. That crotch piece right there glued in fine. There is still a little bit of that flap showing, but you know, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Looks good to me. Okay guys, so this is the final product. This is it. Now let's go over a couple things. People could say that this finish is more of a gloss and not a matte, so it's not exactly movie accurate, and I would agree with that. However, the condition that it was in, the 303 wipes did an amazing job all around. I want to basically correct something I said about the alcohol wipes. When you take them out, what I meant was wrap it around the Q-tip and then get in there and clean it. And the reason I said dry it out some is just so you don't have a shit ton of alcohol going into it. You kind of just want to get it a little dry and then work it around the eyes to get the dirt and the grime out. I made this custom cape. I'll put some pictures up of what it looked like with the regular cape, and I love it, man. I just got a half a yard of some velvet at Joann Fabric, and it drapes beautifully. Now I cut mine a little bit different because the design of this cape in Batman Begins is supposed to cover most of his the front of his chest and body, but I wanted to show some of that off, so I cut it a little differently, just so that I could do that. But I think it looks great. Now, one problem is that the cape clips, I could poke holes in this cape and attach these, but it really looks bad. I have two options. I can go to Jackson XU and get his custom sculpt that he made, which is beautiful. That's if I want to sink another $200 into this figure. Or I can simply, I just thought of this, cut that peg off of this clip and glue it to the side of his cowl, and it'll be perfect. So I may attempt that. The only problem is if I royally mess it up, then I have to sink the money in to get the other head sculpt. But this is it. Again, we used, what was it, E6000 to glue that flap, crotch flap back into place. You basically, and it was dusty as hell, so I went over it with a lint roller and then just used the 303 wipes all around it. I'm gonna put my DX12 up here as well, just for, you know, size comparison, as well as you can see the suits side by side, which really looks beautiful in my eyes. So all in all, here he is next to the DX12. Now I told you I put the 303 wipes on that guy as well, and that's the results. Really, honest to God, I would never, when I got this, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was in good condition. I had to wipe it down a little bit, but if I wouldn't have used those wipes, you wouldn't have seen the detail for the carbon fiber plating on his abdomen section here, his arms, above his chest, by his cape, on his knee pads. Basically, that was just, it was all faded. And it, I mean, look at it. It brought it out beautifully. So I cannot suggest those enough. Somebody in 1/6 Society told me about those when I posted about this figure and was looking for suggestions on what to use to basically restore him. Right here I have a custom cape on him right now. It's just a drape cape, 20 bucks on eBay, and it looks, I mean, it's beautiful. It's perfect. It does exactly what I want it to do without it being a wired cape. So guys, that's it. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comment section below. What you thought from the before till the after. If you think it was a big turnaround, not a big turnaround, let me know. And let me know if you've ever done anything like this before. I think it's a good way to save money and get some figures that are a little more expensive at a lower cost. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Rock the notification bell. That way when I upload a video, you will be notified. And until next time, guys, take care. God bless.